Sandbox Metaverse versus Decentraland. Which is better? Hey there guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys the Sandbox and Decentraland metaverses and all their features, as well as comparing them to each other to show you which one of them is better. If you aren't familiar with what these metaverses are, they're basically games, or games within a game. Sandbox is an Ethereum-based metaverse and gaming ecosystem where users can share, create, and monetize in-world assets and gaming experiences. As the name itself says, it's a sandbox. You can practically create anything you want within it. So we're going to be taking a look at Sandbox over here, and I'll show you guys around their website and some of the features it offers. Then I'll be moving on to Decentraland to do the same. Sandbox is kind of like Minecraft in a way, but a whole lot more customizable. People can come over here and not only make houses, but they can also make lands, maps, vehicles, characters, and so much more. You can make and create practically anything you can think of. Now, Sandbox works on the Ethereum blockchain under its own currency called Sand. So if you're planning on using Sandbox, you'll have to make sure that you have some Ethereum in your crypto wallet in order for you to get the Sand tokens and use it to buy lands, artifacts, and so on. Now, if you scroll a bit down here in their homepage, you can actually see some of their biggest partners being Snoop Dogg, The Walking Dead, Adidas, South China Morning Post, Avenged Sevenfold, Richie Houghton, The Smurf, Hell's Kitchen, Roller Coaster Tycoon World, Deadmau5, Atari, and Care Bears. That should give you an idea of how large of an audience has backed this project up. If we head over to their Twitter, you can see just how many people have been following this project. More than 750,000 people as of this recording. You could also go here and check out all the things they've been up to, all their plans, upcoming updates, giveaways, and so much more. If we go back to their website and click on the map tab, it'll show you the current lands in Sandbox. So you can head over here if you're looking to buy land and want to find something or somewhere specific. You can filter them out using the filters here on the left side of the screen, and as you can see, this map is just huge, and it's still continuously growing. I think not so long ago it used to be just this portion of land right here, but it's expanded so much ever since. Each of these boxes represent land. The green ones and the ones with logos are lands that are already owned. The blue ones are the lands that are reserved by Sandbox. Yellows are premium, orange is for sale, and white ones are the lands that are available on OpenSea. There are tons and tons of lands here, and as you can see, some of them are owned by big names like The Walking Dead, Atari, Snoop Dogg, Binance, and so much more. There's literally too many to count. So that's basically it for Sandbox. Now on to Decentraland. Decentraland is quite a bit different from Sandbox in the sense that it's a much more refined or smoother look as the Sandbox blocky appearance. It's kind of like a higher polygon count graphic. The whole idea of Decentraland is that it's, well, decentralized. Basically that means not one person or company owns it. It's the players who control the platform. When you play Decentraland, anyone can become the host, and that's because it's, well, decentralized. Just like Sandbox though, you can create characters, lands, vehicles. Sandbox is a much more centralized project though, and I think that's what makes it so popular among so many people. Personally though, I like Decentraland a little more than Sandbox because it supports a lot more privacy, being that it's decentralized. Now here you can buy lands just like in Sandbox, and Decentraland's own currency is called mana. I'll just show you their map real quick right here. And as you can see, it's also a huge world with lots of land available for sale presented by the blue squares, and some are already owned. I kind of find it to be a shame that you can't zoom out all the way like you could in Sandbox, but that isn't really that big of a deal. If you head over to the marketplace, you can see all the items that Decentraland has up for sale. So there's your parcels and estates, which are going to be your lands. You can buy names, clothes, accessories, and a lot more. One more thing about Decentraland's decentralization is that it runs through P2P Connection, which means peer-to-peer. Most games have servers that everyone playing connects to, but in Decentraland, the host is your server. You can connect directly to whoever the host of the game is. Now, that's a pro and a con in itself, because that means you have a much more private connection, but depending on your internet speed, it might not be a very good experience for you if the host is in a different or faraway country. Now you can head over here to Decentraland's Twitter as well, scroll down and read to your heart's desires about their plans, current projects, updates, etc. They have a lot planned for the future, and I remember seeing that they plan on implementing VR in their game as well. Now comparing more about the two, we can check out their tokens and how much each one costs in US dollars. For Sandbox, each sand at the time of this recording costs $4.91, while in Decentraland, each mana costs $3.04. So there's an almost $2 difference now between the two of them. And if you multiply that by how much of their currency you're gonna spend or earn, that $2 really adds up to a lot. For example, you could be looking for land or looking to sell your land in Decentraland. A land that's going for 50,000 mana means it costs around $152,000, while land going for 50,000 sand on Sandbox means it costs around $245,500. So, which one really is better over Sandbox and Decentraland? The answer is, well, it depends. It all depends on what you yourself are looking for and are more comfortable with. If you're really protective about your privacy and you don't mind lagging a bit due to peer-to-peer connections with someone who lives miles away, then go ahead with Decentraland. If you want to take the safe route and follow all the big names that are already supporting it, go for Sandbox. It all depends on your own preference. But since you've watched this video, I hope it's helped you to decide which one of those two you should really go for. And on that note, that'll be the end of this video. If you guys enjoyed or found it helpful, please do leave a like and maybe even a comment down below to let us and future viewers know about what you think. Also tell us if you're Team Sandbox or Team Decentraland. Why not? And while you're at it, do consider subscribing to stay up to date with our latest uploads. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.